Senator, what most people here at home want to know is when will Congress agree on something that puts actual relief dollars into our struggling local economies? Where our crews have learned that there is the potential for a possible explosion. It's something that multiple fire departments are tackling right now. We also have a team on the ground covering this developing situation. And if we walk this way, it's almost like we're giving a tour of a home that you expect to build, and they've taken away the walls so you can see what the interior will look like. But down that hallway, that's their bedroom, and that's where his wife was asleep because of the storm system that moved in. Now, what does that mean? That means we're able to mobilize the Kentucky National Guard, the Kentucky State Police. They will be moving in overnight to assist in the Western Kentucky area. This is the first images we're seeing out of Central City. You saw Valerie there earlier. She actually took cover in a Walmart because of another tornado warning that happened while she was there. Absolutely, and I can attest to the great staff. I got a little lightheaded donating, and the staff was fantastic. They got me up and running for this live shot.
I'm a little nervous about this. Oh, Brian, I don't even have to throw the third ball. I already showed you up.
Seeing that surge escalate. According to data released by the Washington Post, Kentucky has the highest hospitalization rate nationwide. Over the weekend, Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene filed for impeachment against President Biden because of his handling of the exit. Would you support that?
No.
Why not? But it's also the other businesses around there that are being affected right now. You saw the entire street there blocked off. St. Joe's actually blocked from Allen Lane to Mill Road.
A buzz cut. Oh my gosh, it is hilarious here at 44.
They keep getting worse.
No, they're getting better.
Well, a downpour of rain turning to snow, flipping that calendar back to winter. If you hear the word tractor, your mind probably imagines something like this. But in reality, they're using massive combines like this and apps to make them efficient. The reason we are is because there are hundreds of fantastic 4-H projects made by talented 4-Hers. We've got the Wall of Champions behind me. Western Kentucky tornadoes. First responders working frantically to find people in what's left of their homes. Here's everything we know at this hour. We know that Governor Andy Beshear, who you just heard from, declared a state of emergency, activating much needed resources. The community college and their counseling services, bringing people together to focus on connecting, sharing, and healing. I think my parents would agree with the not having a lot of hobbies, because I had so many hobbies. Getting down to business, though, medical marijuana, with the potential of it passing here in Kentucky, operating with less than 50% of their normal student population, which means for Max, Christian, and Wyatt, and the other students here right now, a little extra space. Many Americans are asking why bother if these bills don't have bipartisan support. Would it not be more effective to put efforts towards reaching a compromise that will actually reach Americans, and more specifically tri-staters? Most cases, yes. But what about things like for people with diabetes and that insulin drug, that the cost just keeps going up, even with insurance? It's what a talented and inspiring young girl. We look forward to seeing D-Team out in the community. How do you go about not only doing the single handouts, but also ensuring residents get back on their feet, that they're able to pay their rent and utilities, able to feed their families? Life outside the city limits, sprawling views of fields full of thriving crops where everyone offers a friendly wave. Country living is known for its slower pace, but Hoosier farmers say their internet connection...
It's easier for me to drive 10 miles up the road and go use the internet than it is to actually use it on our own farm, which is, it's insane.
Leaving the operation at a standstill.
It takes a 20-minute project and turns it into an all-day project.
And while the way of life is rooted in years of tradition, technology has crept into every aspect of producing crops.
It's not just dragging a tractor out to the field anymore.
If you hear the word tractor, your mind probably imagines something like this. But in reality, they're using massive combines like this and apps to make them efficient.
All the stuff we have actually runs off iPads and things like that. It's hard to plant without an iPad now.
But it means with a few clicks,
probes in the ground to actually show us where moisture is, to the point of evaporation per day, how deep the roots are on the plants so we know whether they're getting enough water in or not.
Slow internet speeds or even the lack of connection altogether has been a long-standing issue in rural communities. Lieutenant Governor Suzanne Crouch says the pandemic simply highlighted a problem they've been working on since 2018.
In years to come, we're going to have to produce more with the same amount that we have today, and that means we've got to utilize technology more, and having that internet access is absolutely key.
Instead of taking off to D.C., Honor Flight of Southern Indiana volunteers are stopping by for a friendly visit to homes of veterans across the tri-state.
Hi, how you doing? Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Reminding our American heroes.
It is.
Of course, the Korean War was pretty active at that time. I mean, but I lucked out and got sent to Germany.
Who oftentimes don't realize just what they did when they answered the call.
Thank you.
It's not very much, but we didn't want you to think we've forgotten about you
No.
and all of your service to our country.
That each and every one of them matter, despite our distance this November.
Happy Veterans Day.
And across town, Army veteran Fred Austin greets Sue Bengert, not just as an Honor Flight volunteer,
Only got two hands,
but as an old friend,
and you didn't offer.
sharing a few jokes and several memories.
It's just something that happens once in a lifetime. And to remember it, it's no problem to remember because it was fantastic.
These care packages full of various items, a good excuse to catch up.
So this has been a great opportunity to reconnect with some of the veterans.
A small gesture with a powerful message. We salute you. But of course, Brian, you know, the cattle show, still my favorite. I caught up with it earlier this morning. Just as the sun is coming up, only hours after the carnival rides have halted and the smell of deep fried, well, just about everything starts to dissipate, that's when the cattle barn comes to life.
Oh, I love the atmosphere. I love the excitement.
The air thick with humidity and anticipation of show day.
It's one of the best things you could do.
It's the culmination of months, even years of hard work.
It's long, it's a long process, to put it in simple words. And I mean, we work with them every day, several hours a day. It's a lot of extensive training for them and us.
Before these 4-H'ers can show off the fruits of that labor, there's quite a to-do list.
They're eating, washing them, blow drying them. And then we fit them. We put glue in their hair and hairspray and stuff too.
All leading to a precious few moments in the show ring. And while the blue ribbons and purple banners are something to be proud of,
everybody likes winning. I like helping the younger kids.
It's the memories and friendships made.
Spending time with family, meeting other people, petting other animals.
And the lessons learned.
Loyalty to your animals and, you know, accountability.
Responsibility and leadership. Just don't give up. Keep working.
That truly counts.
But I know that everything I've learned from it will it'll carry me throughout life, so I'm very thankful for 4-H and showing cattle.
Brian, very impressed with all of the 4-H'ers who exhibited cattle today. Also impressed with this display behind me. It's 4-H through the decades. It's the 100th anniversary of the Vanderburgh County Fair. Come out and check out all the projects that were entered decade over decade to make this fair a success. We also have the tractor pull tonight, the professional one on Friday, demo derby on Saturday. There's something for everyone.